Hey YouTubers, sup, my name is Ryu for the Council Network, and today we're talking about Suicide Squad. Oh man, this movie got me so damn excited. DC's getting their act together, and I don't mean that in any disrespectful way. I mean, they're actually pulling out the big guns, no pun intended, but there are a lot of amazing things here. So we're going to quickly run down everything in the trailer that just made me excited, and just give thoughts about the movie and where it could go. So, let's start with the beginning. This movie is supposed to be true to form to the Suicide Squad comic from the 80s, just so that's clear. So the New 52 is kind of not going to be relevant when we're talking about this movie as much. One thing to keep in mind here is that Suicide Squad pretty much will become a, how do I phrase this? A franchise movie, where basically we're going to get some sequels as long as it does good, so fingers crossed. Fingers really crossed that this movie does not bomb. I mean, it's got a really good cast. You got Will Smith, you got Margaret something. I'm sorry, I can't remember. There's a lot of great actors in here though. But let's talk about the big antagonist of the movie. The big antagonist of the movie is going to be Amanda Waller. Even though this is a bad guy movie, these are bad people, bad guys. They want you to feel some kind of compassion for them. Amanda Waller is going to be the one that basically tortures these guys. I will say this much, this little spoiler here. I am 90% sure one of these characters will not make it out of this movie. My money is not on Deadshot or on Harley or Joker. I think those three are safe because they want to use those characters again, not to sound that way. It just seems like a thing that they would do. Or they would fake Deadshot death. Captain Boomerang could be up in the air. Killer Croc could be up in the air. Diablo could be up in the air. Could be any one of them. But let's go a little further. So opening scenes, we get Amanda Waller talking about bad people and how she wants to make them do good and whatnot. And this is probably going to set up for, in my eyes, this is going to set up for the Batman movie that's going to follow after, I believe, this or Justice League. It's one of the two. So basically we open with Harley in the cage doing acrobatics. It's the best way to put it. And she just, seems psychotic the way that, Harley would come out. And we get a shot of Diablo, Killer Croc, basically Deadshot without the costume. Everyone without their stuff. And then, there's going to be a lot of flashbacks to this, but I don't think every single character is going to get a big flashback. Like, Harley's going to have a big one. Deadshot's going to have a big one. Because these are important characters. I think the more smaller characters won't have as big of a flashback. They'll have some kind of, flashback to make you feel a little more, a little more sentimental about them, but I don't think it's going to be as big. We have Will Smith in his Deadshot. He's got a daughter. That's why he does the shit he does. That's what they want you to feel. They want to pull at your heartstrings. Then we can see the Deadshot costume. I think it looks pretty alright. Honestly, I think the Arrow one had it a little bit better without the mask, and then this is with the mask, obviously. I feel they could have built towards it, because they're going to do more than just this one, but I don't know. Who knows? Who knows, right? Enchantress. Very, 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 very interested in what she will do in this movie, because she's very, very much of an unknown factor about how she will play out, character-wise and whatnot. Same thing for Katana. She's one of my favorite heroes from the DC, universe. If you've watched Arrow, she was on Arrow Season 3. I'm not going to spoil where, but she was on there. So, she's in this movie, and it's about bad guys. So, I don't know. Maybe something happens to her. I don't completely know. We get a full shot of pretty much Captain Boomerang, Diablo, Harley, Katana, Killer Croc. Killer Croc, I'm still not sold on his, whole look. I'm not a big fan of that look. Maybe that's just me being a jerk. I'm just not set on that look. I don't know. I was kind of expecting a little more fucked up, looking, just saying. Just a little more fucked up than he actually looks, just saying. But moving on, we have Harley Quinn, who looks just like fucking Harley. Like, I swear to God, if Harley Quinn was to come off the pages of DC Comics, that's what she would look like. In my eyes, that's what she would look like. Without the 90s version, which I grew up with from the animated series. So, costume-wise, her, Katana, Captain Boomerang, and Deadshot, they all look pretty legit. Diablo, I can't really speak for it because I'm not too familiar with his character, so it makes me a little more interested for this movie. Rick Flag is also in this movie, by the way. I didn't mention, like, I don't know why I left him out. Again, one of those characters I'm not super big on. All I remember is that half the time he gets his head blown off from the Suicide Squad stuff. I may be wrong, because I know Killer Croc and one of them did too. He had his head blown off. It was lovely. It's lovely. We have scenes of flashbacks, Harley Quinn, doing some kind of dance. I'm a little intrigued, I won't lie. And then she's got her bat going boom. That just made me fucking laugh when I saw that shit. I'm actually going to post this one picture here. It was in the trailer. I'm not sure, because obviously we get the panda with the gun, but this follows. We have someone in a Batman costume. Look at this photo here, and you'll see it for yourself. It's priceless. They have a Batman mask. It's like, are you trying to, frame Batman here? That's what I'm really curious about, is how that's going to play out. That one scene. I don't know if you guys caught it in the trailer, but that's pretty cool that they have that there. So, Jared Leto will make his appearance here, if not in Batman v Superman. Excuse me. Which we talked about yesterday. So I'm very excited for that. Katana, very cool action looking scene here. And just love the costume. Enchantress, again, one of those things that I'm intrigued by. I'm not really going to comment too much. Harley Quinn flashbacks. Katana looks like she may be stabbing herself, which kind of scares the shit out of me. I hope that's not the case. I really like her character, and having her on the big screen just do a cop-out like that would really just... It would suck. I want to see the character do really well for a while. We have Harley Quinn in the pink Lamborghini. I believe it's a Lamborghini. It's some kind of sports car. And obviously the Joker's in there, and she goes, "Ooh, baby, I hope you have insurance." And then obviously scene that follows after, which you'll probably see on your screen, is Batman on top of the car. So Batman is in this movie, but will not play a giant role. Just keep that in mind, because it's about the villains more than anything. So it just, it's insane. And then obviously we have Jared Leto as Joker, and he gives off this eerie fucking laugh that, I don't know. I've never heard Leto laugh like that, and I've listened to 30 Seconds to Mars since they were first starting out. I can't remember when that was because I listened to too much music, but that took me by surprise, because I knew he's got the acting chops for it, but one of the key things in my eyes for Joker is the laugh. Before anything else, it has to be a very, very psychotic laugh, and Jared Leto pulls that off. Now, the look has been very debatable. I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm interested. I think this may be a flashback scene of Jared Leto with Harley Quinn, because if you go back to the, where she's strapped down, it looks like Leto does not have the shirt on, but he has those purple gloves in his hand, and obviously when he's doing the torture scene to her, because I think they're going to do a little bit different backstory here than they did in the comics, instead of her just falling in love and him abusing her for like 10 years and finally going, okay, I actually like her, she's my pudding, kind of thing. I think they're going to do the torture angle where basically he tortures the shit out of her. She has the hots for him, and then obviously he gets her, tortures the shit out of her, and then basically she becomes Harley Quinn because of it. Or Quinzel, goes from Harley Quinzel to Harley Quinn. So I think that's something that we'll see. But really good, really surprising. I'm actually happy they put the trailer online so everyone can see it now. So I had to re-record this video just for that fact, because I didn't want to give too much away until everyone saw the trailer, had a chance to see it. But in case you haven't seen it, you can go see it. And I'm pretty damn excited for this movie. DC, you're doing good by me now. Slow fucking clap. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. I'm Ryu for the Council Network. Thanks for watching.